yeah, I would say I didn't really get the same effect of if somebody was in person, because it's kind of like I have to squint like through my phone. And yeah, after I did that one shoot with him, I watched his film Hound, and yeah, I was blown away that somebody so local to me is actually doing the same things that I'm doing. So all the martial art training I've done since childhood, things, and then my interest in film, my interest in comedy, like everything just naturally came together.
Exactly. Hello guys, it's Justine, and a very warm welcome back to another episode of Creatives in Lockdown. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications bell. My next guest in today's series is actor and film director Puranjay. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. It's nice to see you. It's been a long time.
Yes, it has. How have you been in the past couple of years?
I'm very well, thanks. Just trying to keep creative, starting this channel, looking forward to seeing where it goes, and happy to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Let's get cracking then with the first question. So I'm going to start off in a little bit different to the other interviews I've done, with a tongue twister. So I've created one myself. So forgive me, but hopefully it works for you. So can you please say as fast as you can, creating, creative, creation?
Creating, creative, creation, right?
Yeah. So
okay.
Fast as you can.
Creating, creative, creation. 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 Creating, creative. Okay. that was fun. I think it got me in the last in the last 10 seconds.
Oh,
I think that got me. Yeah.
that was a very good attempt. Well done. Very good.
Thank you. I wasn't expecting that.
Fantastic. So next question is, tell us a little bit about the short film that you made just before the March 2020 lockdown.
Yes, that short film. It was entitled Corona Foo. I did that with two really close creatives of mine, Leonardo Durant and Jordan Moody. This was just before everything got crazy, as in everybody's almost started to panic. Well, this has never happened before, and we had this idea to create like a short, small action comedy film. So we met up. This was fairly far away from where I was. This was in South London. I live in West London. I was feeling a little bit strange about taking public transport, so I took an Uber there and back. And we got there, and we came up with the idea like on the spot, almost on the spot, and it was finished pretty quickly within like an hour. So it was very quick, nice and compact, and we were able to edit it pretty quickly. Leonardo and Jordan edited it almost there on the spot after we finished the film.
Oh, that's
yes,
because you know how
that's
is like it does take a lot out of you, but that's so cool. That's amazing. Like
I mean, like with everything is a skill, and when you do something after a while, like you start to get better at the thing. And Leonardo and Jordan, like this is something that they're used to, so they've done it for a long time. So it was very quick and easy, and especially like if something is if something is more your idea or your vision, you have more control over it. And when all the pieces fit together, then you can end up doing it pretty quickly.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm pleased. And it's good that you've managed to do that just before. Your last bit of creativity before being imprisoned in your home.
Yes, basically.
Cool. So you did some online classes for the Meisner technique with Actors Temple, which involves relating instinctively to other actors and your surrounding environment, rather than your own character's thoughts and feelings. So did the constraints of Zoom make the practice of this technique more artificialized and harder?
It was really sad because I was reaching such a good momentum before lockdown hit. So I was halfway through I would say I was 40% through my term with Actors Temple. And what happened was, everything everything slowly started to close down. And then, once we got hit with you can't come to the classes anymore, they were still trying to keep the momentum going up with the Zoom classes, because they were hopeful that it'll be over by summer. And maybe they could find some sort of way of patching things up. But unfortunately that didn't happen. But the classes were very interesting. I think they were 2 hours. They were 2 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing a repetition exercise. So have you heard of the repetition exercise?
No, not at all.
It's a very interesting exercise, as a matter of fact. It's very interesting, as in it gets you out of your head. So wow, it's been like over a year since I've done it, so I can explain it to you. Like, let's say, for example, from what I can see, you have on a black shirt, and then you would repeat, I have a black shirt. I would say, you have a black shirt, I have a black shirt, you have a black shirt, I have a black shirt, until something comes up. Look, you're smiling, and then you say, I'm smiling. You're smiling, I'm smiling. Like
reacting, basically, and repeating.
Yes. And we see what naturally comes up, and then we go with the flow on that. It can be very hard if it's not guided in the right way. But that was the exercise that we were doing, basically. It was, I'll be honest with you, like I was finding it. I tried to be hopeful, but it's just not the same as being in front of somebody and saying it. So I would say I didn't really get the same effect of if somebody was in person, because it's kind of like I have to squint through my phone, and and I really have to go into this virtual world to try and see where somebody is. So
this barrier, doesn't it? Like, it's crazy. It's quite frustrating.
But I gave it a good shot, though. And I think the momentum was running pretty well for like the first couple of months, and then it slowly started to decline, because like when you don't have the personal connection, when things are just over the phone, after some time, then you find it hard to have that connection. So your interest levels will slowly start to decline.
Of course. All right. So tell us about your time working with guerrilla style short comedy films and shadowing film director Simba Masaku.
So Simba was somebody I met through my local gym. Actually, somebody I knew got me in contact with him because he was looking for somebody to help him with some fight scenes. Like he was shooting this proof of concept for a feature film that he wanted to pitch back then, and I got introduced through somebody I know in the gym, and that's how I met him. What happened was I saw him the first time I met him. The set was actually just a 20-minute walk from my house, so it was this local superstore. Yeah, like what did I say? It was like a 20-minute walk from my house,
Right.
and like I've never really had any sort of film set that close to me. Yeah, so what Simba does, he does a lot of things in and around Hounslow. So he's a Hounslow creative. So he's a film director in Hounslow, and his film Hound. After I did that one shoot with him, I watched his film Hound, and yeah, I was blown away that somebody so local to me is actually doing the same things that I'm doing. Through lockdown, what happened was because he was very local to me, here and there, we would make films. So we would make local, small 3-minute films. You can see it on his YouTube, called Snot Bubble. That was the name. That's the name of the general series.
Nice, yeah.
We've been working ever since. He was in this film that I did a couple of months ago, and we're going to be working together soon as well. So yeah, it's been amazing meeting him, and he's kind of the reason that I like my acting skills got sparked once again, because like for the longest of time, like I've been studying acting, but when you study acting, it's it can at times be very monotone, and you may not like in Questor's theatre, for example. As much as I love Questor's theatre, and I love theatre and plays and all that, it's I felt like a lot of the plays I was just doing them for the sake of doing them, instead of doing something because I genuinely enjoy doing it. So that's why I wouldn't class myself as an actor. I'd class myself more as a creative writer, film director, because I'm only interested in doing stories that excite me, and that is something I learned through Simba.
Amazing. It's nice to have a creative so close to home. I think that's just great, because you can relate to him in so many different ways. And as you say, he literally is around the corner, so it's easier for you to access his expertise. So well done on that. That's really good. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
What was it like working on the short film Don't Forget to Bring a Towel with the rule of 6 in effect?
Yeah, that was one hell of a film. What happened was I met the director through a mutual friend of mine. So the director, his name is Ibrahim Abdul Karim, and I met him through a friend of mine called Lancenet. So Lancenet introduced me to him. Lancenet I met through a student short film that I did a couple of years ago. It's so strange how these small little connections can have you end up.
Everyone knows everyone kind of thing. It's crazy.
Yes. So what happened was, I met Ibrahim through Lancenet, and what happened is his main character had to drop out, so he ended up utilizing me and Lancenet on this film together. So we met to do some rehearsals, some fight rehearsals, because it was a short fight film, and and then the shoot day came, and this once again, this was a few days before the rule of 6 was applied. A few days. We met. We were able to. I think the crew was very small, so I think Ibrahim did sound, and all he did was he brought one of his friends. I forgot his name, but he did camera. So the crew was very small, but the cast was pretty big. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think 8 people. 8. No, 9 people off the top of my head. I remember feeling a bit anxious myself because I couldn't remember if this was before the Rule of Six was applied or if this was after the Rule of Six was applied. But this was just the weekend before it was applied. Yeah, so once again, I cut it very short.
Yeah.
Yes, the film gods are on my side. So and then we made that film. It was a hard days of work. And then it was within a couple of months it was edited, and it's a legendary film. I don't care what anyone says, it's a legendary film, and it's on YouTube for everyone to watch.
Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It sounds really interesting. I will definitely give it a watch. So to not give too much away, in one sentence, why the name God Mode? A film about the easing of lockdown.
God Mode. Yes, why God Mode? Well, God Mode is a series that my friend Leonardo Durant created. It became something of its own. So it is inspired by Japanese anime, Chinese kung fu films, and it is like a action fantasy. I think that's the best way I can describe it. But why God Mode is trying to show that we all have a God mode within us. We're all gods in our own right. So that I think that's the best explanation I can give. I think Leo would be happy with that explanation. I think.
Let's hope he's watching.
Yes.
That's a nice summary. So how has it been developing your editing experience moving into 2021?
Yes. Because I was during lockdown, I did start to develop more of a keen interest for editing. I mean, I've always been into editing. As a matter of fact, my favorite part of filmmaking is once I have all the rushes nice and cozy and like no more stress from outside. It's all here. It's beautiful. It's nice. It's cozy. I can hug it. I can, it's mine now. Exactly. Yes.
My work of art.
Yes, exactly. I can finally be an artist. That's always something I've loved about filmmaking, and I started making a lot of different edits. So like lo-fi inspired edits. So I would take a happy scene, like something that is happy but is borderline sarcastic happy, and I would snap some lo-fi over it, and I would make you think deeply about life. And that was these are skills that I developed with the editing, and like I really enjoy these edits as well.
The thing with editing, you've got to sort of be in the mood to do it, because as I mentioned previously, it's a very tedious skill. Like, it's very nitty gritty. You've got to have the patience, you've got to have the mindset to do it. And it's nice that you have been able to kind of, get on with it. So yeah,
that's it's very interesting you said that. Yeah, because you do have to be in the right mindset to edit, because otherwise it can take a lot out of you mentally. So
just as much as part of the storytelling as the director and the actors and all the other creatives. So yeah, it's a very important role in the process, definitely.
Yeah, and everything I do, I would always any film that I do, I would always love to sneak my way into the edit, or just finding some sort of way that I can work on the edit or help on the edit, because I just love seeing all the footage back, all the hard work, and because
like, I did that. Me and my team, we did that.
exactly, all of that.
Nice feeling. So aside from performing, editing and directing, you are also a fight choreographer. So what made you get into this? And hopefully you can fight off Mr. COVID.
Well, I can try. Next time you see this COVID person, you can point it out to me, and I can try and pick a fight with him, her. I can't guarantee I'll win, but I can definitely try and pick a fight and see what I can do. A couple of years ago, I did some training in stage combat with a really great teacher. His name is Kyle O'Shea, and like I think he still he still teaches, and he still runs courses in North London, I believe. But I did all 3 levels from basic, intermediate, and advanced with him, and I learned a lot about dramatic combat and like how to give reactions when you get hurt. This mixed with all the martial art training I've done since childhood, things, and then my interest in film, my interest in comedy, like everything just naturally came together. Exactly. Yes. I think you're starting to see a pattern with me. Like things just naturally come together. So that's what happened with that. Fight choreography, like anything, it's a skill, because there are many different ways of doing fight choreography. There's many different styles. It's a big gray blobby area. Fight choreography. I think that's the best way I can articulate it. It's a big gray blob. Because there's no
work though, like it takes a lot out of you physically and mentally as well. But every time you're getting better and better. So hats off to you. Not easy. Really.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Like any form of skill, be it acting, directing, fight choreography, you have to practice the skill. It's like getting better at just anything. You just have to keep doing it again and again, and then over time you find your own way of doing it, your own workflow, and yeah, that's how.
Add a little spark to it, a little bit of dust on. Yeah, it's all good.
Yes, all of that. See, you should come back into acting. You should be in one of my films. As the American girl, you just did right here.
In the room. Cool. So just briefly, what are your plans post the lockdown, lifting fully?
Complete and total domination. That's what I plan. Complete and total utter domination. There's no way around it. Just project after project. Each time it's getting better and better and better. That's what I plan.
Getting stronger and stronger, and just keep persevering, because now things are starting to lift. There's lots of opportunities that are starting to emerge, which can help you develop as a creative.
No, yeah. If anything, I feel like this last year of lockdown has been like the hyperbolic time chamber, and I feel now, after going through all of that, but still like everything of which I've done during lockdown, is just. It's like when if you're training with a weighted vest, now the weighted vest is off.
No, but it's good. Like, it's good practice. It's giving you the chance to develop and work on your skills. Yeah. So
more projects, many more projects. I've got a few that I'm doing right now, and so much more lined up.
Fantastic. And the last question is, in one word, why did you create the Life Project fundraiser?
Oh, the Life Project fundraiser. Yes, that was very recently. Yes, it was a really. This wasn't an action film. It was more of like a short. It was a short comedy satire. Film. Why did I create that? More to flex my creativity muscles and work on the skill of filmmaking. But it was a script I've had. It was a script I made in one day. I've had it for some time, and I just wanted to do it really, and it was really fun. It was really fun. It's a satire on charities, and there was some like 2 really great actresses I worked with, Michaela McKenzie and Daria De Luca. And they were both really good. They were both amazing, and yeah, check it out.
For sure. If you could describe it in one word, what would you say?
If I could describe the Life Project fundraiser in one word,
why you did it, yeah. How would you?
I would say genius, because it was genius, as especially the writing. and the directing. Yeah, it was just genius.
Lovely. That's great. Well, thank you so much, Puranjay. You've been an absolute pleasure on today's episode. I've really enjoyed our conversation, and I'm starting to realize you are a work of art. You really do pull all things together, and it just works really well. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I wish you the very best of luck in your creative career. Just before we wrap up, would you like to share your socials with us?
Yes, my my Instagram and my Facebook is both PJS Artist, and my name is Puranjay Saini. You can look me up, and on YouTube I think my name is PS, but yeah, look me up. It's the same thing. Look me up.
Lovely, that's fantastic. Well, again, thank you, and thank you guys. I hope you've enjoyed today's chat. As mentioned at the start, if you want to watch more content like this with brilliant creatives like Puranjay, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. Until next time, join me where I will be interviewing another creative in lockdown. Take care and stay safe. Bye.